outer, tough, cornified dead layer that is almost impermeable to germs. Further, we'll say that this dead layer is called as stratum corneum, does not allow the entry of pathogens in the body at any time. Similarly, we talk about mucous membrane. Mucous membrane is a lining of digestive, respiratory and urinogenital tract. It will resist the penetration of parasites into the body tissue. Mucus secreted by the membrane traps the microorganism. So here, the first one, physical barrier with skin and mucus. Let us see the second one under the heading of first line of defense. It's the chemical barrier. After studying the physical barriers, we'll now talk about the chemical barriers. Here on the monitor are the points for the chemical barrier. Germ-killing lysosomes found in the saliva, sweat, tears and nasal secretions are chemical barriers. The hydrochloric acid found in the gastric juice kills bacteria which may enter the body along with food and drinks. Bile secreted by the liver cells is a bitter alkaline secretion. It kills or it checks the growth of bacteria. The ear wax of the ear is containing an effective antibacterial component. So this is going to act as a first line of defense. Our body even has a second line of defense. To understand the second line of defense, which is called as the internal defense, here on the monitor is a representation and the details are: WBCs and macrophage found in the body are phagocytic and engulf the foreign particles. Inflammatory reaction, the injured part becomes swollen, due to which blood vessels will dilate. The WBC squeeze out through the walls of the capillaries. The condition is called as dipedesis. I repeat it for you. The WBCs which squeeze out through the walls of the capillaries is called as dipedesis. And the WBCs, they fight with pathogen. So in our body, we have got a second line of defense, which is called as internal defense. And here on the monitor is the details, a process that is shown of how there is an engulfing of the bacteria by WBC. We also take into account at this stage what exactly is the meaning of the word interferons. To understand more about interferons, here on the monitor is a representation to understand what's an interferon. Interferons, these are antiviral chemicals which are produced by the cells dying due to viral infection. These compounds protect the other cells from viral infection. They are a type of proteins. Here on the monitor, you can see a lymphocyte recognizes a bacteria as foreign and secretes the appropriate antibody. You can even see in the second one, the antibodies make the bacteria clump together. The phagocytic WBCs can then take in this clumped bacteria and then digest them. This is the role played by interferons. When we talk about this defense mechanism, we should also take into account what is specific defense mechanism. Let's see details of that on the monitor. Now let us see the fourth defense mechanism. It is called as specific defense mechanism. This defense mechanism provides protection against specific foreign material and is often called as immune system. It forms the third line of defense with own cells and macromolecules from those which are foreign invaders of non-self. It tolerates the self but destroys the non-self. So here you need to know two words. What is self and what is non-self? The foreign matter that enters the body is called as antigen or immunogen. The antigen stimulates the immune system to protect the protective chemicals or special cells to destroy the antigen. These protective chemicals are called as antibody. So this gives us the first line of defense, the second line of defense, and the third line of defense. When you talk about these lines of defenses which are there, one question comes to our mind, and here is the question on the monitor for you. That when we talk about the body is a natural defense. So what are these natural defenses that are present in our body which protects our body? Here on the monitor is the list. Skin, it acts as a mechanical barrier and prevents the entry of germs. Eyes, they wash off dust and the specks with a powerful antiseptic which is called as lysosome. Nose, it flushes out any foreign particles by causing a sneeze or traps it in the mucus fluid. Mouth is the saliva in the mouth also has got antiseptic properties. Throat is tonsils, the lymph gland which localizes infection. Stomach, the highly acidic gastric fluid, destroys the microbes. Blood, WBC, that's white blood corpuscles, they destroy the microbes either by phagocytosis or neutralizes them by producing antibody. So here we are giving a list of what are the natural defenses that are present in our body. When we are talking about this, we came across a word that was called as immunity. At this stage, let us see what exactly are the differences between active and passive immunity. On the monitor, we give you the differences for understanding what is passive immunity and what is active immunity. On the monitor, the details. Passive immunity. It's a type of acquired immunity which is obtained by injecting anti-serum. Serum is a ready-made antibody in the body of an individual. Active immunity. It's a type of acquired immunity which develops due to direct infection or vaccination against a disease. Second point for passive immunity. It provides less effective and it is short-lived for protection. But when we talk about active immunity, it provides more effective and long-lasting protection. So that gives you an idea between what is active immunity and what is passive immunity. Let us see in the next segment, the next part. The next topic that we study is what are antibiotics. First, let us understand what basically are antibiotics. On the monitor, details for you. Antibiotics are the chemical substances which are produced by certain microorganisms that kill or inhibit the growth of other microorganisms. The term antibiotic was given by Selman Waskman in 1942. When we talk in terms of antibiotic, they have got certain uses. Let us see what are the uses of antibiotics. On the monitor, the details for you. Antibiotics are being used as wonder drug against various diseases of human beings and pet animals that are caused by microbes. Some antibiotics are being used in the preservation of food, especially meat and fish, by checking